Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. As you can tell by the title, today's video is going to be a Apres Gel X full sets. Right now I am going in with my straight edge nail clippers and clipping her natural nails so it can look flush under the full set. As you all know, Gel X nails are covered from cuticle to free edge. Here guys, I am using my 80 by 100 nail file. I am just going in, shaping her natural nail, making sure everything is in order before I start her cuticle care with my cuticle bit. Next, I'm going to take my cuticle nippers and go around her thumb here. She had like a little piece of skin that was attached to her nail, so I'm just going to clip that and finish off filing. I like to file the natural nail because it just gives it a much better even layer, so when it starts to grow out, everything will be all like together, if that makes sense. A lot of times my client nails, they'll have like uneven nails where, you know, one nail is longer than the other. So clipping the natural nail is very important and imperative when you're doing a full set, and whether that's Gel X or acrylic nails. You want to make sure that you are going in and clipping their natural nail. Try to get them as even as you can. File them, you know, in the shape of what they want, or in a shape of that's good for the nail shape that they're getting. Like some clients, they might get like an oval shape, and I will shape their nails in an oval style, sort of, just so everything can just be flush and grow out together. All right, so now I am going in with my cuticle bit. I ordered this cuticle bit from Insatiable Nails on Instagram. I'll put her tag below so you can go check her out. It is amazing. I have that bit, and I also have a sketching bit, I say sketching, a etching bit that I use to etch the inside of the natural nail for Gel X. All my Gel X techs know exactly what I mean by, you know, etching the inside to get it really dehydrated to attach to the natural nail. Also guys, when doing the cuticle care with the bit, you want to start from the left side of the nail and move yourself around to the right side, just to make sure that you are getting every angle. Another tip that I do is when I'm holding the nail with my left hand, I'll try to pull back like their skin a little bit just to get up in the corners, because a lot of times when you go to apply the nail onto their natural nail, it'll still be there if you do not remove it with the cuticle bit. Okay, so here I am switching out my cuticle bit, and I'm getting my drill bit that I use to remove the shine and any leftover nails that might be there from the soak off. This particular client, she did receive a soak off, and she got a new set applied there. This one right here that I'm using is my fine drill bit to remove any excess nails, clean up more of the cuticles, and remove the shine from the natural nail. This is a very important step. You want to make sure you remove anything that is on the natural nail polish, gel, the shine from their natural nail, because we know our nails can get oily. You want to make sure you remove that to ensure that the set lasts long. Let's go ahead and continue on the next hand, and don't forget to make sure you start from the right side and move over to the left, sort of like in a counterclockwise position. As you can tell here, you see how I'm starting from that left side of the nail and moving over, starting from the right, moving over to the left, and making sure I get every angle possible, because any form of shine or anything that can be left over on the nail will cause lifting. So you want to make sure paying close attention and making sure the natural nails are as dehydrated as they can get. All right, so here I am going in with my cuticle nippers. The beginning was just to clip off that extra skin. I believe using the cuticle nippers are better to get the extra skin off because it has like a better straight edge to really get up in there really good and get all of the corners for the skin that may be attached. But here I am going in clipping off of her cuticles. Some people don't like to get their cuticles cleaned up, but probably 75% of my clients do. So I try to make sure I just go around, starting from that right side, moving over to the left, and clipping whatever that's accessible to me to get off of the natural nail. So once the new nail is applied, it will look flush. All right, so I am going in with my box of Gel-X tips. She picked out the style long coffin. No, it was extra long coffin. So right here I am going in for sizing. For this particular client, she likes to get like a lot of freestyles and bling and everything. So right now I'm just sizing her different nails and making sure everything matches. When you're doing sizing for Gel-X nails, you want to really make sure everything is on there nice and even. I personally would say use a tip that is a little bit bigger than smaller because it will pop off if it's too small and if it's snugging the nail too much. So always go with the bigger size tip and just reshape it to fit their nail. And you should be good to go. All right, so when you go in to measure the natural nail, you want to sit them off to the side in order. That's just a technique or like / tip that I use. I put all of the Gel-X tips to the left side. And once I'm done with them over there, I'll go in for etching the inside. You'll see that in the next clip. Okay, guys, I'm using my etching bit to go and etch the inside of that nail there. As you can see here, I'm going not too far up the nail, but from the cuticle to about midway, depending on how long your client's nails are, so it can adhere to the bottom when you go to put your extend gel inside of the nail. You want to do that for each nail. Go ahead and etch the inside and make sure you taking off that little bit of layer so everything can be flush. Some people use this bit to etch the top part so the cuticle can look natural, but me, I've done it a few times, but it's just an extra like step that's sort of unnecessary that I think that takes a little bit more time. Okay, guys, I'm going in now with my pH bonder, which is the first step to getting the nails nice and dry. And this is very important. You want to make sure you are putting this on first. And then I'm going to go in with my primer from Apres. It's the acidic-free gel primer that they sell on the website, which is step 2 in the process for a Gel-X application. When brushing on the pH bonder, you want to make sure you get everything on there really good. And the same for the primer here. Just like polish. Just polish it on there. And after this step, we're going to move on to extend gel. Right, next, we're going to grab our mini lamp and get our extend gel there. I was moving pretty fast, guys. My apologies. But that gold bottle right there is the extend gel, which acts as our glue that helps the nails last 4 to 6 weeks, if not longer. I love this stuff. It's just so amazing. So what I do is I brush a little bit on the Gel-X tip on the inside where I etch the inside there. I put a little bit of gel right there by the cuticle, and then I go and start from their cuticle and press down and then go ahead and cure with my mini lamp. And I'm going to continue that for the rest of her nails. I'm going to have her show you guys the end for application. All right, ladies, we are now done with all of the nails. Look at that. Aren't they so cute? I love me some Gel X, girl. This is how they look after application. So pretty. I go ahead and let her put her hand inside of the lamp once I'm done, just for extra layer of protection. That's all. This is not a step that was recommended from Apres. It's just something that I do, and it helps the nails stay on longer. From what I've noticed as well, it just helps with non-lifting and just really making sure all that glue is just like stuck to the nail and just in order. So it's just a step that I've added for security. Okay, so while her second hand dries under the nail lamp, I'll go in with my file, and I like to just go in just a tad bit, not too much, because with Gel X nails, as you know, you don't have to tamper with them a lot. So I just like to give it like a slight little file there, just so it won't look kind of dull, and it doesn't have that like little tip piece that comes on the nail tips. It's just like a small piece there, so I just kind of like buff that off, and then I'll pull their skin back to just ensure the shape is in order, and just keep filing. As you can see, like I'm grafting her skin back just a little bit to go ahead and file on the sides and make sure her natural nail is flush with the nail tip. That is key to proper application. I'm going in with my nail nippers to see. It looks like she has like a piece of nail that might, or like some gel that might squeeze out on the side. That's another thing. Make sure that you are putting a certain amount of gel when applying Gel X nails, because that's one step you can avoid, you know, from clipping off extra extra gel on the sides and everything from the nail. You want to avoid that as much as possible. And to avoid that is to put less than more glue, so when you go to press the nail down, it doesn't squeeze from the sides, and that also is a good way to avoid air bubbles. So I'm just going to finish up slightly filing her nails here. I'm going to do that for both hands, and then we're going to move on to polish and design. So I've done filing her nails. I am done there. I'm now going in with base polish from D&D. I think their base polish is okay. It's not the best, but when you do order gel polishes, certain brands will have a base and a top coat to go with their polish line. Me, however, I like to just use the basics and just go in and put that layer there. I normally don't use a base with certain nail polishes because it'll make it look really, really thick. This particular one, I believe that I used it because I'm using a glitter Snow Away by D&D number 779. So it just gives it that extra protection when you are doing glitter polish. You want to make sure that you have a base to go with it to make it thick. Okay, so now I'm just going in with my alcohol bottle and spraying just a little bit on the nail, and then I'll go behind and take a brush and brush everything off of the nail to make sure there are no dust, hair, or whichever can be there. And after that, I'm going to go in with my 779 Snow Away polish by D&D. After I do my wipe down, girl, wipe them nails down, and then you are ready for polish. She is getting a full bling set for her birthday. These are her birthday nails. So she's going to go ahead and get the regular glitter polish, and then she's going to get a bling out set on top of that. I make sure that I am doing 2 coats of this glitter polish because I like to make sure that no matter how thick and chunky the polish is, like it just has that really cute layer on there. So I love the fact that with the glitter, you can just do 2 coats and be fine. With D&D polishes, they're not that thick, so you can do 2 thin layers and really be okay and come out good without, any extra layers to make the nail look super thick. I then go ahead and clean around any areas that might need acetone there. Just clean that up and continue polishing. After I do the second coat of polish, I'm going to go in with her bling. Right, I'm just going to go ahead and finish up doing her second layer of polish here. And just, you want to make sure you're polishing in very thin layers because you do not want any thick nails, guys. We just want to keep it nice and natural as possible. Look cute, you know, nail slay. Alright, now that 2 layers of polish have been done, I'm going in with my high quality rhinestones. These are nice Swarovski crystals. This was provided by one of my client babies, one of my glam dolls. She is so amazing. Thank you, Kiara. So now she is just going to get like a freestyle sort of set. That's what she booked on the site when making her appointment. She booked a freestyle. So I'm just going to go in with my glue that I use. I believe that glue right there that I'm using it's a brush on resin actually, and I got that from Bling Company. When I ordered some bling, they had put that in the box for me, and that was really nice of them because they didn't have to do that. So I am using the brush on resin with my high quality rhinestones along with my wax pencil stick. You got to make sure that is sharpened really good to be able to pick up your stones and not be applying stones forever, girl. So I'm gonna go ahead and do her bling design. Lord, I'm having so much problem with this glue right here. Look at this, girls. Like, it was giving me a little hard time, but we made it through. And the next clip will show her finished look and design. Also, don't forget, one last tip, when applying your stones or your crystals, whatever that you're using, you want to make sure that you are working as quickly as possible. That's why it's imperative to sharpen your wax stick, pencil, or whichever you're using so that you can get those stones picked up really quickly and placed on the nail so you can have a beautiful finish. For this particular bling set, I used a mixture of bows, hearts, like a rhombus, and I believe like rectangle squares. And I also alternated between sizes 3, 4, and 5, and a little bit of 2 that I use for her regular round stones, like around her cuticle area and everything. And that concludes this video. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Also, follow my IG page at Luxe Glam Nails. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.